Republicans put out a list of cuts they want to make, and a lot of those things are cuts you've criticized or programs that you've endorsed. Is there anything on that list you're most worried about?
Well, I think my message in part today, and as I travel the state, I think it's important for people to be engaged. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, just the session hasn't even started yet. You've got a lot of divergent opinions. And this is the time now for citizens to really get involved in this discussion and these debates. I'm certainly concerned about a lot of proposals. We've had our differences. I've been very clear on those. But the legislative process is a whole different ballgame because you have the House, the Senate, you have the caucuses on each side of the aisle. And I think we have a long way to go until we really know what the changes might be, and the people need to speak out. And I'll give you one example: the Power Fund. Throughout the campaign, there was clearly a position on the Republican side that they wanted to completely eliminate it. To their credit, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, they've changed their position, and they're now saying that they're open-minded and they're hoping to keep these investments in renewable energy going that I've been a strong advocate for. So if they've shown their willingness to be flexible and even change their opinion on that issue, I think that shows that if the people speak out and speak up and kind of weigh in on these issues, they can influence the process and ultimately influence the decisions that are made. So, as an old government teacher, I've always said, never give up, keep fighting, send those emails, write those letters, show up at the Capitol if you need to, and have a voice.
And then lastly, really shortly, you've said all these things that you're proud of, but if you had to pick one thing that you think you're going to be remembered for 15 or 20 years from now, what would that one thing be? Probably
our flood recovery fight, the worst disaster in our state's history. Just fighting every day to help those homeowners, those businesses, those communities come back. Right here where we're standing and on the campus of the University of Iowa, I feel really good about the fact that I helped the University of Iowa secure $100 million in much-needed state funds so they could leverage additional federal dollars to rebuild our campus. And without the campus here, without the University of Iowa at full strength in the future, that really would have hampered our ability as a state to keep moving forward. This is a tremendous economic engine here, more than 50,000 employees on this campus, and we had to fight to help them. And that's true in Oakville, too. A small town of Oakville needed help, and I was able to step up and lend them a helping hand. So that's certainly been the issue that's been front and center, but the investments that we've made in early childhood education and our children, renewable energy, leading America, and our fight for civil rights has been one that I'm extremely proud of, and I believe will be a part of the history books or the history of the state when it's written about this fight for marriage equality.
Okay, I do have to move to go.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Good luck.